Good evening and welcome to the online video series. I'm Wendy Y. Bailey, known as your Income Acceleration Mentor. I'm a 17-year veteran business and sales coach. Welcome to the series. Tonight we're going to be talking about 3 must-know truths about your ideal client. I want to do a little housekeeping. I'll give you a little background on the topic and then we will move forward. The housekeeping is, if you're here and you're watching me live or you're watching the replay, be sure that you say hi, because I will be coming back and looking to see what comments you have. I'll be coming back to see what questions you may have and responding to your questions. Today is day 4 of this week's online video series. So I did a series last week. I actually have a treat for you tomorrow. If you're here, I'm going to share the playlist for you of last week's video series. And I'm also going to give you a glimpse into what you can experience as part of the Income Acceleration Challenge. I'm going to extend an invitation to you to join me, okay? So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure that you type hashtag replay or the # replay. I also want you to have questions and make comments to let me know you're out there. When you do, because I want to encourage and incent you to engage with me, I'm going to give you BBL bucks in increments of 25 for this video series. Just this one, you'll get 25 for engaging with me. The more you're present, the more you engage, the more BBL bucks you get. And you can apply those BBL bucks to any of my programs and services. So there are 3 people who have already BBL bucks earners, and they've earned their way into the next Income Acceleration Day by earning BBL bucks, by participating, by engaging with me, by asking questions and making comments. They are Winnie Giddings has earned her way into Income Acceleration Day. So has Spirit Baptiste. Spirit was present when I first introduced the BBL bucks on my anniversary live that I did in my Facebook group. And then there is Sharita Sparrow, who is an ongoing client with me at the Academy, but she said, I need a refresher. I need to be part of the next Income Acceleration Day. And can I apply some of my BBL bucks? And I said, of course. So you too can be part of any of my programs and services. You just have to engage with me and be part of what we're talking about. I want to see your face. I want to know that you're out there. I'm looking in the group. If you are watching the replay of this, you can still watch the replay. Great. I see that I'm live in the group. You can watch the replay of this, and I'll be sharing this video into 2 other groups. I will be sharing this video into the We Rock Nation group with Edeline Dryden. I'll also be sharing this into the Efficient CEOs group with Bernadette L. Harris. So thank you, ladies, for allowing me to share this content with your tribe. I appreciate that opportunity. And again, if you are here, be sure that you say hi, you post a hi, not just waving, but you're letting me know you're there and I can see you there. I'm currently broadcasting live in the Beyond Limits Live movement with Wendy Y. Bailey, my private group. I'm also broadcasting in More Coaching Client Sales and Marketing Academy. That's the Academy group private Facebook group for the Academy. So today's topic is all about your ideal client. And if you've been around me for any length of time, you know I'm almost like evangelical about this. And the reason is because I see too many people trying to reach the masses. And it's almost like trying to hit the broadside of a barn with a pebble when you don't focus in and get clarity around your ideal client. So ideal client clarity is something that I preach about, that I teach about, that I coach about, because yes, it is that important that you know your ideal client really, really well. And I have a workbook that I'm going to share with you as part of your enrollment at Income Acceleration Day. It's one of your bonuses, where you actually walk through the process of identifying and clarifying all of the attributes of your ideal client. So when you begin the process of deciding how you're going to do your marketing in the next phase of your business, you have a level of clarity that tells you, because they're on this platform, I know where to go. Because I know my ideal client and she's on this platform, I know where to go. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Ideal client clarity is so important, because when you have ideal client clarity, you can see your ideal client at networking events. You can see her in the audience when you're speaking. You can hear her in her conversation with you in a coaching session. You're very clear that she is your ideal client. You know she's your ideal client because you have done the work, you've invested the time to get to know her and have a level of clarity about who she is. So that's a little bit of the background. But there are 3 must-know truths about your ideal client. And I see that there are people who are popping on. Hello, remember to say hi. And if you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay in the comments. Share your questions, share your comments in the comments. I'll come back through and I'll look and I will award you VBL bucks for your engagement and your participation. So the first truth I want to give you is your ideal client is always, 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 always ready, willing, and able to invest in themselves by hiring you. Take a deep breath in and out. That's heavy, and I know it is, because that's not what you come to understand, right? But your ideal client is always ready, willing, and able to invest in hiring you, in herself by hiring you. And the reason I say that is because I talk to too many people who are trying to work with folks who are not their ideal client. If they are struggling financially, it might be your ideal client, but the timing might not be right. And it's okay, because there will be another window for you to serve that same ideal client when she's financially ready. Okay. And the other aspect of that is sometimes you think you're talking to your ideal client and then they say, I can't afford you. And they, in the next week or month or year, you see them with a new car or a new house, or they've enrolled in someone else's program. That ideal client wasn't for you. That was not your ideal client. And it's okay, because the clients that are for you are the clients that are for you. And the clients that are for someone else are for someone else. The thing I want you to understand is when you are speaking with your most ideal client, when you are talking with or speaking with your most ideal client and she is ready to buy, if she is truly your most ideal client, it will be fairly easy to enroll her in any of your program services or get her to buy your products. Yeah, because I promise you, it's a value question for her. If she is your truly your ideal client, it's a value question for her. I'll say more about that in just a second. The second must-know truth is if you don't have ideal client clarity, you're going to waste a lot of time trying to market to people who are not your ideal clients. I did a whole training and I gave them the live video, the replay, and I gave them the PowerPoint because there was so much content in it at my academy. And what I shared was all the details about each of the social media platforms, the most popular, and then a couple that are not as popular as the rest. When you know the demographics of the social media platforms where you're spending most of your time, you know if you're spending time in the right place because you have done the work, you have invested the time in getting to know your ideal client. When you have ideal client clarity, then you can match that to the right platform and ensure that you are reaching your most ideal client. Because if you haven't done that work, you're wasting precious time trying to hit the broadside of a barn with a P. You can't do it. It's too hard. It's too hard. You can't see how to do that. You've got to make sure that you're connecting to people in the right places. The demographics, the psychographics, all of that will tell you where your most ideal client is, and that's what you want. And then finally, the truth is you are the answer to your ideal client's problem. I talk to people all the time who say, well, I thought she was my ideal client, but then when you start to when I start asking questions about what was really going on with her and what the solution was you offered her, you've got to be able to match that with very specific traits, characteristics, attributes, the problem that your client is facing to the solution that you offer. They need to be in sync. They need to be a match. And if they're not a match, then what happens is you're not the answer to the problem. And that's what your ideal client is seeing. So the greater clarity you have about your ideal client, and let me say this, I call it ideal client clarity and the power of one. One ideal client, one core problem, one comprehensive solution. Let me just do one finger. One ideal client, one core problem, one comprehensive solution. And when you know with great clarity what that is, then your solution, your comprehensive solution matches the core problem. Not symptoms, not circumstances, but the real core of her problem is where you come in to design a program, a product, or a service that matches that problem specifically. And if you don't have that, you're missing out. Years ago, I had a colleague at the time, she's not in coaching anymore, but I had a colleague at the time who came and spoke with my tribe, and she said something, and I've never forgotten it. She said, you have a gift, and your ideal client needs your gift. And she can only get the gift that she needs from you. And it stayed with me. And so I share it over and over again, because think about it. If somebody's waiting for you to show up so that they can get what they need, it almost makes what you do a mission. Yeah, you have a level of responsibility that I don't think that you realize when you know that your ideal client is waiting for you to show up with the solution, the answer to her problem. So you've got to get ideal client clarity. You've got to get ideal client clarity. We talk about ideal client clarity in the 5-day Income Acceleration Challenge. If you're here, be sure that you say hi. You let me know that you're watching the replay in the comments, pound replay or hashtag replay. You can also earn BBL bucks by asking questions and making comments about what I've shared with you, because I'm telling you, if you're not reaching and able to solve problems for people, it means that you don't have ideal client clarity and you're talking to the wrong potential clients. You've got to be speaking to the right clients and offering the right solution, the right answer to their problem. So this is Wendy Y. Bailey. I've run through this fairly quick. I'm here tomorrow, and I'm going to be doing a whole Q&A. Tomorrow is the last day of this series. I'll be back in about a week or so, but the Income Acceleration Challenge starts on Monday, and I'd love for you to be there. We're going to walk through the roadmap, which includes 5 key elements: the I Charge for That mindset, ideal client clarity, personalized profitability plan, inspired action based on daily, personalized profitability plan, inspired action based on daily, weekly, and monthly income producing activities, and sales mastery. We touch on all 5 of those in the Income Acceleration Challenge. I hope you'll join me. It starts on Monday, August 12th. Go to incomeaccelerationroadmap.com. That's incomeaccelerationroadmap.com so that you can be part of it. Remember to sign up, get your name and email address on the list, and then be sure that you confirm your email address. And when you confirm your email address, you'll be directed to go ahead and participate in the challenge. I'll be there with you every step of the way. I'm doing live Q&A Monday through Friday. So be sure that you join so you can get the most out of the Income Acceleration Challenge when it begins. I'm so glad you've been able to hang out with me. I appreciate you staying on with me wherever you are. I see there are people who are with me wherever you are. I appreciate it. And remember that I'm going to give you those BBL bucks in 25 increments of 25 so that you can earn your spot into the next Income Acceleration Day. Take care, everybody. I'll be here tomorrow for the Q&A. Bye-bye.